Hi, welcome to the garage. We're going to be doing a 3-part series, turning a Jeep Liberty into a Toad. We're not going to use magic to do that. For those of you who are new to RVing, a Toad is referred to as a vehicle that is pulled behind a motorhome. Hi, welcome to part 3 of the 3-part series of converting the Jeep Liberty into a Toad. Today we're going to be installing the Tow Daddy lighting system so that when the signals, the brakes, or the lights are put on in the RV while it's towing the Liberty, the lights in the Liberty will do the same thing. Right here is the 18-pin controller that controls all of the lighting. Then you have the ties to tie the wires down, and then the wiring system itself. Okay, so we have to start by removing the rear lights so we can change the connectors on them. It's done with a 10mm socket. Unscrew here and here. You have 2 pins over here that have to be popped out, so kind of work it slowly. There you go. Those are the 2 pins I was talking about, and they go right in here. Then, just grab this section right here. You push in on the socket and pull, and it disconnects the light.
So we pulled off the panel to where the jack is to access the driver's side brake light. And we're struggling with the passenger side of it. So far, we've taken this panel here off.
The one that goes right here.
That one there, and we've removed
this top section across here.
The top section across there. We found where the wires move through.
Move the tie down that was over here, and then just pried all of this out so that we could get into where the lighting actually is.
Because this light here is a little tough to get to.
Okay, so what we ended up doing when we took this section off, let me put it down. We took the wire and we ran it down under here, pulled it up through here. So this is actually the Tow Daddy right here. Then, on the brake side itself, I went and pushed it out. We had to take this little section out, and I pulled it through. So, we'll be able to work this section right now. Passenger side, like we said, is going to be a little bit more difficult to get to.
We've made a slit in a little rubber grommet, and we'll add some silicone to it afterwards, but now we're going to fish the wires through and fit the grommet back into its hole. So the wires are through, and now we're seeing if we can fit the rubber grommet back in.
Okay, now we'll just seal that up.
So we've done the same thing to the passenger side. This one was a little rough. It's a very narrow opening in there, but we've got it through.
We'll be filling it all in with silicone anyway.
Yep, so we'll seal it up tight.
Alright, so we're going to hook up the wires. So, this is the original. Find the one that matches with the Tow Daddy. Plug it in. Then take the Tow Daddy and plug it in where the original went. Now in a test fit we were having trouble with this one, but if you take it and tuck it up behind this hook, it should go right on and mount without a problem. Okay.
Put the screws back in, and we have the driver's side buttoned up.
Now, I don't know if anybody came up with a better idea for getting the wires through that grommet, but by slicing it and then covering it on both sides with the silicone, we feel it's still going to be a watertight connection. Okay, so we're kind of at a dilemma for the controller. I mean, it's got all the nice lights on it and lets you know that everything's working. Unfortunately, in the Liberty, there's no place to put it where you'll be able to see it. So we're going to have to end up hiding it underneath this waterproof compartment. At least it has double-sided tape on the back so it will stay. I mean, all the wires will be hidden. The hookup was fine going to the lights, but the controller just seems kind of like a waste. So, alright, we're going to mount it underneath the waterproof compartment.
It's proving to be a bit of a challenge trying to get the wires from the back of the vehicle to the front of the vehicle, because the Jeep is very well sealed. So now we're trying to go under this waterproof compartment and probably run them under the carpet and up to the front of the vehicle. We'll see how successful we are there. Okay, so we went under the seat, under the carpet.
We're running it right under here now.
Right under there. Under the carpet, we took the side panel from here off, and there was a bunch of wires going through to the engine compartment, so we put it through that rubber grommet there and into the engine compartment through the grommet on the other side.
We'll seal that too. Okay, so we finally managed to get it to the front of the vehicle and out of the interior. Said we got a black one, so it's going to look a lot better than that cast iron one did in there. So I'm just preparing it now to add all the wires to. Okay.
So we're going to give you a little demonstration of what the lights do. Parking lights, brake lights, flashers, left blinker, right blinker, and our mission is complete.
So that completes part 3 of the 3-part series of converting the Jeep Liberty over to a Toad. Part 1 was installing the Demco base plate, done. Part 2 was the Ready Brake braking system with breakaway, done. And part 3 was the Tow Daddy lighting system, done. We also changed over the 6-way connector to a black one. So, the Liberty is now ready to be a Toad anytime we want it. So, thanks for watching.
The end.